We're gonna make a wild assumption here that the mic is working. Yeah, we're not even gonna.
That's wild.
We're not even going to test it like I always do because I've decided to start locking my screen. But with that, we're back with another episode of the One Meal Channel, and I need some comfort food like that. And that means I'm gonna throw a bunch of chicken and canned things into a crock pot and cook it up. I like to call it chicken and dumplings. Other people say that it's like chicken pot pie without the pie. I'm not even gonna wash these potatoes. I don't care. I need things thrown into the crock pot immediately. These potatoes need to go into the crock pot dimension. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add some chicken. I have some leftover stock that I made when my family was over a couple of weeks ago. So I'm gonna incorporate that in there. It has a lot of fat, which is good. I could take it out, but I'm not going to worry about it. So let's do a bed of potatoes. This is the stock I'm talking about. It's been in the fridge for about a week, so all that fat is condensed at the top. Settle down. I want this chicken to cook quickly. Because I'm doing this, it's going to be a late upload today. So we're going to cut these into smaller pieces. And I say smaller. Okay, we'll add the chicken. Noah just finished making some clams. Did you bread them?
I did.
You did bread them. I did not get a chance to peek at them, but they smelled amazing. And every time that you make them.
I ate them as soon as they came off heat.
They did not get pressed to the side to rest or drain at all.
I didn't even have anything else with them. Like I just.
Did you make them with the like pancake batter style?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. One of these days we're gonna have to showcase that. Yeah, I remember when you made them for the first time and you tried breading them the same way that you would bread like a piece of chicken or some fish. I think you did flour the first time, you did the breadcrumbs the second time, and then you did the kind of like pancake batter style. And I've always liked the pancake batter style. All right, we'll put these pieces of fat in there. Again, we could just remove it and use the stock. But I have a feeling I'm going to eat all of this in just a day or two. So let's add our stock. And I'm going to try to get this thick stuff at the bottom as well. And finally, we have our seasonings and our vegetables. So, anything else in there that I need? keep feeling like I'm forgetting something. Let's add our vegetables first. See if there's anything that needs to be drained. Carrots and peas. Good staple for any amount of chicken that you consume. Cream of chicken. That's a horrible sound. And cream of celery. You can also do cream of mushroom. As the heat increases, this will obviously melt down into a good stock. I could leave it as is and it would be extremely thick. I'm gonna add just a little bit more chicken broth on top of this, actually. We have a used box right here. No need to measure. Yep, that'll be good. Great. Finally, let's go overboard with the chicken flavor. We'll add a couple of granules. We are getting older. That is a sound of someone who is getting older.
Longtime viewers of the channel know I am relatively close to tearing my rotator cuff.
That was not on my bingo card of what you were going to say. Why is it that longtime viewers of the channel know that and I don't?
It's just something that they know.
I have a lot to learn.
Sriracha directly in there, huh?
Sriracha directly in there. Why?
Because you said you wanted to throw stuff in there.
I'm stupid.
You. That's it, dude. Put some butter in there. I don't care.
Just put all sorts of.
Just.
Like, did you not see that big puck of fat that I put in there? I just want you to know I'm probably going to eat all of this tonight. Like, you're welcome to have some.
Literally nobody is stopping you from doing that.
I'm probably going to have all of it. I don't think.
There's something kind of strange about having an entire can of condensed cream of mushroom soup inside of you. Like, that's...
A whole can of cream of celery and cream of chicken simultaneously.
Okay.
A puck of fat. Just sriracha directly to the dome.
I think you should eat it all in 25 minutes.
I think I should start eating it right now. This is actually the bowl for
Long-time
myself.
viewers of the channel know that when the camera is not rolling, all food is cold.
That's kind of my thing, especially with steaks. All right, thanks for watching. I'll be back in a couple hours. Okay, and with the passage of time and an assumption that the microphone is working, we are here with our chicken and dumplings, or whatever it is. So I put some frozen biscuits in here shortly after I stopped recording. And with the passage of time, we have returned. So I put some frozen biscuits in here shortly after I stopped recording. Okay, well, if my video will keep filming rather than shutting off after 9 seconds, it would be really nice if it would do that. Anyway, wait. All right, still on. Great. Anyway, I've done this 3 times now. I've added a little bit of a cornstarch slurry to this, and I also put some biscuits in here. shortly after I stopped recording last time. Maybe it's voice activated whenever I say, you know, those words. Maybe it shuts off. Anyway, it's thickened up quite a bit, which is nice. Added just a tablespoon, a small tablespoon. And these biscuits, as you can see, are nice. They're breaking apart, which is what I like. This is nice and thick, so I'll be able to eat this with a spoon, which is really good. So we're just gonna take a little opportunity to stir this together and put it into our bowl. It's kind of pre-seasoned. I'm gonna add a little bit of Cajun seasoning on top of this. Let's get these biscuits nice and distributed in here instead of just sitting at the top. It's nice and thick, which is great, and this is going to make some excellent comfort food for myself, like I said I wanted. So I think these biscuits are exactly how I like them. I've put them in the oven before, and they've kind of held their consistency a lot better. If that's what you prefer, go ahead and do that. But I've also put them in here, and they've stayed rather like doughy rather than clumpy like they are right now. So I think this is some really good color. I think the broth that we have has contributed nicely as well. So we're gonna have these nice large pieces of chicken, as well as this thick biscuit consistency, as well as some nice large potatoes. And we'll be able to eat it with a spoon, break everything apart because it's nice and thoroughly cooked. We're gonna have a nice large portion for ourselves. No way I'm eating all of this tonight. My eyes were a little bit big for my stomach. But here is slop meal, let's call it. Let's call it slop meal. Grab a little bit of Cajun spice seasoning, add it onto the top. Put it on nice and thick because we're going to incorporate it into everything afterwards. The color that we have is partially because of the hot sauce that we put in, and partially because of the broth that we put in as well. So this is going to be extremely hot. I just want to show you just the thickness of this. Really nice. We've got potatoes, biscuits. This is going to be good. So let's have a little spoonful of just the kind of like the broth that's thickened up. Yep, extremely hot temperature wise. Potatoes, show you how nice and well cooked they are. Cut through the side of it with a spoon. We left the skin on, complicate things a little bit, but this is all potato right here, and that's great too. I'll take another bite. Great. And put this on keep warm so I can come back for seconds. But the salt content is excellent. This is going to be some excellent comfort food for myself. Glad that I made it. This will be able to last me tonight and probably tomorrow as well. So thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Stop. Stop recording. Stop recording. Interesting.